Yeah, we probably will.
Because
we discussed it yesterday that we have the choice. Tonight we definitely are. When we get to Spain and Scandinavia, we can if we want to. So we'll make that decision when we get there.
Not for sure, but we think so. I mean, we see how it goes. Everyone's really excited about it, so I think we probably should. What do you think? Do you think we should do it?
Oh, please.
Okay, there you go.
Because I don't see you guys in Spain, so
Then we shall do it in Spain for
there you go. Just
We may, yeah.
Well, yeah, we could actually do it on quite a few of the albums, really, and we've actually discussed. I mean, Iron Dry and Pyromania would be easy. Some of the others might be a little bit tricky, but certainly there's no reason why we couldn't do it on those two albums.
We wrote a song once so far.
in Vegas.
We wrote a song in Vegas, which is classic Leppard, I might say. We're taking our time, we're not rushing this. We've got out of the kind of routine on purpose of trying to just tour album. I'd rather do what Rush did, or what Sabbath have just done, make a great record than make a quick one. So when we've got a bunch more songs, we could answer that question a little better, but we are writing, we write all the time.
You should tell us because we've
been waiting.
Yeah.
This is how the infrastructure works in rock and roll, okay? We exist, but we live somewhere else. Right? A promoter that lives in France has to make an offer to bring the band to France. Didn't happen. So this is the first time that since 16 years that we've had a promoter that's made a reasonable offer that makes it financially worth the band coming in to play one gig. It's not cheap bringing in the whole show and loads of people, so you have to do 10 and 12 shows. So luckily, Europe goes as like one tour, but we have no offers, so you can't just turn up with your gear.
so sad.
I know,
It's really sad. I know.
I know people sometimes think that maybe we just pack the van with gear and turn up and say, can we play a gig? But it doesn't work like that. So without any offers, there was just no tours. Sad, I know, it is. Tragic, actually.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We thought it was great because we'd never done anything like that before, and just the fact of the concept of playing the Hysteria album and a bunch of other songs as well, and doing that and not having to get on a bus and travel overnight to another city. It was really great to just be in the one place for 3 weeks and just basically concentrate on the songs and not worry about traveling. That was the greatest thing about it.
Well, it wasn't quite. I wouldn't go that far.
No, there's a lot of hard work. You put more effort into the show because you don't use any other effort on anything else. You go back to your room, you rest, you can do another show. When you've travelled through airports, flights, or on a long bus drive, and then you have to do a show, you're already beaten up when you get on stage. So that went. But it just meant that we put all the effort into the show. It wasn't a vacation. It really wasn't. But it was one of the best experiences that we've ever had in 35 years. Kind of,
You're
yeah.
going to hear Def
Sort of,
Leppard,
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
going to see it.
Yeah. It's not going to be exactly the same because that was specifically for Vegas. But yes, in a roundabout fashion, it's kind of a hybrid of Dead Flatbird and Def Leppard. Kind of like maybe Def Flatbird. To be quite honest, we got expectations to play everywhere, but until we get promoters that make serious offers to the agent saying, you know, we can tie it in, if we're going to play Brazil, we have to play Argentina, Peru, Bolivia, you know, or the whole area of South America. And until that all gets put into place, nothing happens. It's sad. It's the way it is.
Yeah, we have to be invited, you know. Someone has to ask us down. Then we come. We play. Honestly, we play anywhere. We love it, you know.
Talk to your promoter. Tell him.
Seriously.
It's great. We love that type of thing, and you know, it's very humbling to know that people want to use your music in any form. So especially in movies, it's you know, we don't necessarily or have ever classed ourselves as a heavy metal band, but we do also understand we have a lot of heavy metal followers. So we're kind of in between, and we've always tried to put that message over that you can like bands like Def Leppard and like bands like The Police or Queen or AC/DC. They're not heavy metal bands either, and we've always tried to try and cross as many different sets of people as possible.
Never done it for money. That's why we're here. The beautiful thing about what we do is we've never needed to do it for money. We didn't do it for money when we had no money, and we certainly don't do it for money when we do. We do it because we love music. This is a gift. It's a gift to be able to play music with friends and people that you've known for a long time and create songs and play them in front of an audience. And it's a vocation, it's not a job. And we don't do it for the money. We're here because we like getting in front of a big crowd and playing songs that hopefully they like.
I think you try and discover yourself. I mean, we started off one way and then we turned into, you know, Hysteria was very different for us when we actually done that. I think when we first started, we wouldn't have ever dreamed of making a record like that. But you really don't know what you're going to be until you actually experiment and discover. And that's what it's all about, is actually discovering yourself. And that's exactly what we've done. We're really proud of that, you know, the fact that we didn't just stay in one box. We just kept moving and just getting better all the time. And the other thing is we'd still be trying to write great songs. I mean, that's the thing, you know, with Pour Some Sugar On is great. Even now, you know, 20-something years after, everyone's like sings it, they use it on TV and sports shows and everything. So we'd still be trying to write great songs, and I think that's the really trick. It doesn't really matter what kind of format they are, but yeah, in the way we do it would be a rock thing in general, yeah. Well, it always changes all the time, you know. I mean, even to put a record out these days is a real struggle. There's no really recording industry per se, so that keeps changing. I think we always plan to new fans. A big thing has always been trying to get new fans interested in us, and that usually means younger people. So that still counts. That's still very prominent, and that's something we really always try and do. But other than that, I don't know really.
I mean, it's also maintaining your older fans as well, making sure they don't fall away. I don't really have anything left on the Leppard thing for a bucket list, because whatever we set out to achieve, we did. So all it could ever really be is re-achievement, as far as I'm concerned. So it really, the roundabout way of answering your question is like, for me, the bucket list thing will be remaining relevant to the best of your ability.
Yeah, I mean, the greatest thing is that the way technology is. I mean, I do some of my guitars on my laptop, and you haven't got to mic all these, cabinets up that used to take us literally years. You can actually just get straight to the sound and the source of it. That's so important as a songwriter. You cut out all the bullshit of actually, you lose the thread and the flow when you're trying to get different sounds. So that's one thing that we've got in our favour now. It's that you can do these amazing things with drums and guitars and vocals. You can even do it on your laptop. So yeah, I think it's different. But unfortunately, the industry's changed. Like I said before, there's no real recording industry unless you're, Beyonce or Taylor Swift or something like that. It's a very different thing. So it's ironic that part becomes easier.
I've fallen off stage quite a few times.
Really?
Yeah, me and Joe haven't fallen. Everyone else has been off.
Where?
In Sydney, Australia. I think I did it in Sheffield as well, in my hometown. It was when we were playing in the round, right in the middle of the audience, and sometimes you can be at one corner of the stage and think you're at the other corner, and turn and run, and there you are in the front row. I did that 3 or 4 times. It was pretty good.
Extreme music would be something that I wouldn't understand. Something that's just not music would be extreme music to me, just noise. I tell you what's extreme music: Metal Machine Music by Lou Reed. That's extreme music. It's fucking excruciatingly extreme. And that's just opinion though. Somebody else thinks it's